Hi, my Heart and Soul family. This is Crystal. So today I'm going to speak about the Dubai Cologne for capturing women really work. Capturing women as in capturing them to guys to use the cologne to have women actually love them and be with them forever. Does that actually work? But before I let you guys know about it, if it works or if it doesn't, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment. Click on the description link for your journey to happiness. Make sure you bring all your popcorn, bring your tea, bring your smoothie, sit down. And you guys know I usually sit down when it comes to telling you guys about what's going on in my life. But this one I had to stand because I could not believe this is still going on. So, and make sure you add me on Instagram, crystalbanks20, and also Facebook, crystalbanks20. So let's get into the video. So basically, me and my best friend, we were just driving around because she had a flat tire. There's a place she usually go to for them to try to fix her tires. And when she went there, there's this particular guy who, he's so nice to her. Well, we thought he was nice. So nice to her, always trying to like help her out to fix her tires. And then all of a sudden he kept doing it for a year, you know, being nice and friendly to her. Then all of a sudden he asked her out and she just like, oh, you know, I'm so busy, I can't do it, and you know, I won't even have time for you. And she just kept giving him excuses because she wasn't really interested in him. And you know, I was like, the way he looked, he didn't look like he's gonna take no for an answer. So then I was just like looking at him like, this is gonna escalate to even worse than it is. Then he all of a sudden then she this kept going on for a whole year. And mind you, he didn't act weird about it. Every time she said no, he's just like, okay, fine, that's cool. I could take you out to dinner. She just said no. Okay, fine, that's cool. Then on this particular day, we decided to go because she had a flat tire. And she was just like, you know, I really need to go there, even though it's far away from where I live at. I need to go there. And I kept telling her, why don't we go where it's closer? And she was just like, so when she went there, I was like, in my mind, I kept telling this girl, I'm like, no, don't go. And she's like, I was like, we could go to a place where it's closer to our side. And she's like, no, I want to go there. He's so nice. And this, I'm like, in my African style, I was like, this girl, we went there and this guy was looking at you, googly. This boy will take you and do something juju with you, or that's what my African side would say to her. But she didn't listen. She was like, nah, I'm gonna go. So I'm like, okay, fine. As a best friend, I had to support her. We went there. And this last time that we went, he brought out a cologne and he sprayed it on himself. And I noticed that was like in a red bottle. Noticed that, and I was like asking him, what's that? And he was like, oh, it's from Dubai. And my friend was like, really, Dubai? You went to Dubai? And he was like, no, I didn't go. It's just this cologne is from Dubai and it smelled really good. So it was just weird because she kept saying, no, I don't want to smell it. But he was like forcing her to smell it. He was like trying to spray it and like, smell it. And she said, no, I don't want to smell it. Then he puts it, he was like, you should smell, like kind of forcing her. He's like, yeah, you should smell it. He sprayed on his hand and he's like, see, smell it. And then when she smelled it, this is someone who don't even have she didn't have 1 ounce of like for this guy. All of a sudden, as soon as she sprayed it, he's like, see, that's not bad, you know. And they started telling her, as soon as she sniffed it, he started telling her that, yeah, it's from Dubai, it's supposed to get you to like me and stuff. So she was like, she was like, really? She was like, and then she was like, but you shouldn't have to do that. It didn't kick in yet. She's like, you shouldn't have to do that. You know, if you like a girl, just tell her. If it's genuine, she's gonna say yes. If it's not, she's gonna say no. And then he was just like, no, why don't you just let's just since you sniffed it, you know, I mean, if it don't work, it don't work. But he started smiling as soon as he did that, and I knew something was up. So then he, after spraying it, then he was just like, okay, let me just turn around and go pump your tires and all that stuff. But here's my phone. Like, if you know it's not gonna work, why are you smiling? You give her your phone so she could be able to put her number in. And this is someone who's basically, she wasn't into him. So as soon as he did that, she collected the phone. I was like, and then she started. So then after she took the phone, then he started looking at he started pumping his tires, smiling, and then she was looking at his phone, putting her Facebook information and putting her number. And then in my mind, I'm like, girl, what are you doing? She was like, no, I'm just doing it. I'm like, but you refuse to do this. What's going on? And then she's like, you know, he's kind of cute. I was like, oh, are you serious? I'm like, oh my God, this girl, you're finished. Ha! He don't finish you. Oh, hey, Chineke na. So I was like, oh my God, I can't believe this happening. Like, she was just all like, yeah, he's kind of cute. Come to think of it, she's like, he's really, really cute. I'm like, oh my God, like, you said this years ago. You said that, and she allowed me to say this story because I'm not gonna say it to my friends like that. You gotta allow me to do it. But this is to help people out. So she's like, yeah, I know it was a year ago, but today I changed my mind. I'm like, oh my God, I know this is it. So after giving him the number and then leaving, and then I'm like, I started feeling like, she was like, you know what, come to think of it, I love him. I'm like, what? She was like, yeah, I love him. This one, I know that the devil is working. Like, for me, in my mind, I'm like, if a guy like a girl, you don't gotta use cologne to try to capture the girl. Like, you should just genuinely let it happen. And then when that happened, I had to literally, I knew it was normal. As a best friend, I had to help this girl out, because I knew if you could go with a guy who's willing to do stuff like this to you just to capture you, what else can he not do to try to like get you to be his or get you to do? So then I reached out to my pastor. I was telling my pastor about it. So my pastor started praying for her. And as we were leaving, this is basically as we were driving off, because she didn't want to drive off. She started praying for her. And then when he started praying for her, then all of a sudden she started getting herself back, and she was like, what's going on? Like someone who's lost. I'm like, girl, he sprayed the cologne on you and you started smelling it and you started saying you love him. And then she was like, are you serious? And I'm like, yeah, you just said that, like, and you gave him your number and everything. So she ended up blocking him, and after blocking him, she was just like, I can't believe that happened. Like, that wasn't me. I can't believe he would do that to me. This is someone I call my friend. So after she calmed down in the prayers and she realized herself, then she was like, he started calling her because he knew what he was doing. He started calling her, and she was like, who's this? I'm like, that's a dude from the mechanic who put air in your tires. She's like, what? When did I give him my number? I'm like, oh my God. So then she was like, she blocked him off of social media, blocked his phone number and everything. And she was like, I can't believe this happened. Like, this is someone I knew for a year and a half. I can't believe you do this to this extent. And I just said, man, I'm just glad that I went with her, because I know it would have been a whole nother story and of confusion. And I didn't want her to go through that as a friend. So But then when I went home, I told my sister about it. My sister was like, yeah, it's on TikTok, and they're talking about this Dubai cologne, and they got it for women too, that they use on people. Even if you don't like them, then it'll somehow work on that person. And then I was like, are you serious that this is exactly what this mechanic did to my friend, like my best friend? I can't believe he did that to her. And she's like, yeah, it's just sad, but thank God, God intervened in this situation. But for the moral of it is, when things like this happen, always put God first, always meditate, pray, 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 pray. Don't give up. Just keep praying. If you don't have a man, God's gonna make a way. God's gonna provide you with your own and provide all your needs. Just stay prayed up, because you never know. People change. The only person who don't change is God. Okay, so but just be on the lookout for it. Yes, it does work, unfortunately, which is the sad part. It does work, but just be on the lookout, pray. And so that's basically all I wanted to say to you guys. And so please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, click on the description link for your journey to happiness. I love you all. God bless you. Bye.